Hi boys and girls, I'm Miss Sparkle and this is Rosie Posey. Today we're going to read the very first Thanksgiving Day. We're going to learn a cute little finger play and we're going to do a craft. But guess what else? We are going to make a fun little turkey for Thanksgiving. How fun will that be? Rosie Posey, you ready? You want to read the story with us? Let's see if she wants to read with us or not. Sometimes she likes to read with us. The very first Thanksgiving Day. The very first Thanksgiving Day by Rhonda Greene, painted by Susan Gaber. This is the very first Thanksgiving Day. This is the food gathered and blessed, the corn and sweet berries, the wild turkey dressed, shared on the very first Thanksgiving Day. These are the Indians, skillful and strong, who knew how to live through the winter so long and ate the food gathered and blessed. These are the pilgrims who farmed the new land, who steadfastly labored and toiled by hand, and learned from the Indians, skillful and strong. These are the houses built in straight rows that stood in the hot sun and harsh winter snows, and sheltered the pilgrims who farmed the new land. This is the harbor, marked by a huge stone, where first steps were taken to chart the unknown, not far from the houses built in straight rows. This is the Mayflower ship in full sail that weathered the rough sea, the wind and the hail, and docked in the harbor marked by a huge stone. This is the ocean that never would end, that sometimes was foe, sometimes was friend, that carried the Mayflower ship in full sail. This is the land where it all began, the land where the brave group made ready their plan to travel the ocean that never would end, that sometimes was foe and sometimes was friend, that carried the Mayflower ship in full sail, that weathered the rough sea, the wind and the hail, and docked in the harbor marked by a huge stone, where first steps were taken to chart the unknown. Not far from the houses built in straight rows that stood in the hot sun and harsh winter snows, and sheltered the pilgrims who farmed the new land, who steadfastly labored and toiled by hand, and learned from the Indians, skillful and strong, who knew how to live through the winter so long, and ate a food gathered and blessed, and corn and sweet berries, the wild turkey dressed. Shared on the very first Thanksgiving Day. Oh, boys and girls, isn't that a lovely story? If you notice what I'm wearing a costume of a Native American Indian. This is just a costume. This isn't what real Native Americans would wear for possibly their dances or things that they do. But this is kind of like a little costume, and I have my headpiece on, and I have my braids. So I'm not a real Indian or Native American, but I'm having fun today and enjoying the book that has real Native American pictures in there. I was going to show you real fast. Where'd they go? See right there? That would be a real Native American right there. And that's probably when it's warmer outside, right? when it's colder outside, they would make their clothes out of possibly buffalo hide, different things like that. So we are going to learn a cute little song. I'm a little Indian on the go. And it goes like this. I'm a little Indian on the go. Here is my arrow, here is my bow. When I go a-hunting, hear me shout. Bears and buffaloes, you better watch out. Let's do that again. Isn't that so much fun? You can shout it really loud. I'm a little Indian on the go. Here is my arrow, here is my bow. When I go a-hunting, hear me shout. Bears and buffaloes, you better watch out. Isn't that so much fun? I love it. Okay, so we're going to do our craft second. First, we're going to do this yummy thing that you could do for Thanksgiving. Now, I'm going to be using a knife, so you might want some help to do part of this with an adult, because some of it requires a little cutting. So I'm going to take an Oreo cookie, and I love real Oreos. These are not double stuffed, but I love some double stuffed Oreos. And today I'm going to use an Oreo cookie. I'm going to use icing and Whoppers. And for today, I'm going to use Mike and Ike's and the different colored Mike and Ike's. A lot of times I use candy corn, and I'll show you how I did that. But I'm fresh out of candy corn, so I can't do that. And sometimes I use Red Hot for the head. So when it comes to there, I'll show you what I do. So I'm going to take that, cut that in half. And then one of these pieces, I'm going to cut just a little bit of the bottom off. And it really doesn't matter which one. And it's going to take a sharp knife. That's the one, that's what you might need help with. See how I just cut a little bit of that off at the bottom? So that's because we're going to put that on here. So first, I'm going to smother some chocolate. Now, if you're making this for your family, try not to lick your fingers in between. That's really hard. So I'm going to put some icing on. Then I'm going to put some icing on the one that's cut. Now, the one that's cut is going to have the feathers on it. Okay? So put that yummy chocolate icing on there. Yummy. And then I'm going to choose, let's see, I want red. I'm going to start at the top. A red. And make this one symmetrical. 2 greens. 2 yellows. I kind of like the big part up at the top. That looks really pretty. And then oranges. So make it come out like that. And then you're going to take this and you're going to stick it on there. Push it through the icing. And then very carefully, very carefully, I'm going to add a Whopper. That's the body. And then I'm going to put, oh, you know what? I forgot to cut my head first. One of those I'm going to cut in half. Now, this is where the little Red Hots are cute because they're just the perfect little size. And you put a little bit of icing on that so it sticks to the head. Oh, no, I don't want that color of a head. You know why? Because then it matches the red right there. I'm going to choose a different one. And that's okay because this is my turkey. You might like it to be red, but I want mine to look different. I'm going to add a little bit. The icing acts like glue. Isn't that cool? It's kind of like the glue. Stick that on top. And there you have a cute little turkey. How cute is this? Gobble, gobble, gobble. Look how cute. made out of an Oreo. An Oreo, Whoppers, Mike and Ike's, icing. How fun. Now, when I used to do this, I would always use candy corn as the feathers, and that looks super cute. So if you still have some candy corn, you can put the candy corns on as feathers. So that's so cute and so fun to make for your family for Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness, I'm a mess. I forgot to bring a rag to wipe my hands. Okay, so next, I'm going to keep this right here. Let's see, I'm going to try. Can I keep it there? There, I'm going to keep it there because it's so cute. I'll just use my, don't do that at home. Don't use your clothes to wipe your hands off. Use a napkin. Okay, so our craft today, at the bottom is a link that you can copy our craft today. And there are Native American boy and a girl. Okay, now I'm going to be making a puppet with mine. But if you don't have bags at home, because I have my little brown bags, you don't have to have these. You don't have to make a puppet, okay? You can just color these and then put the little mouth under, okay? So don't forget about the project underneath. You can print it off. And please subscribe to my channel and like the video. So since I'm a girl, I'm going to choose to color the girl. Now, Native Americans that I have ever met have very black hair, beautiful, shiny black hair. But because I am going to make this for me, I'm going to make it with my hair color. And my hair color is blonde. So I'm going to make my Native American girl kind of look like me. So I'm going to use kind of a golden color. And I'm going to color her hair. Now you can do it however you want. If you want to make it look like a real Native American, or if you want it to look like you, maybe you have blonde hair, maybe you have red hair or brown hair, or maybe you already have black hair and you want yours to look like you, or maybe you're a Native American Indian like my husband. He has Native American blood in him. Pretty cool. So I'm going to color my hair. And this little piece is hair. This up here is hair. Now remember, if I get out of lines a little bit, it's okay, because I'm going to cut this out. Okay, so I think that's all the hair. And then I'm going to make her hair ties blue. I'm going to make her eyes blue, like mine. Then I'm going to make, let's see, you know pink's my favorite color. So I'm going to make the zigzaggy pink. Turquoise. Now if I color faster than you, you can always stop the video if you want to continue with me. If you want to be at the same place as me. And then I'm going to do this color, feather, kind of a pinkish red, and this light green. Ooh, that's lovely. I like that. And then right here is her little lips, and I'm going to make them this pretty pinkish red. Now, if you want to make her skin, you can do the skin. And my skin is kind of a peachy color. So I'm going to make her skin peach. Use the back of that. You can have a lot of color. Now remember, I might color faster than you because I've had a lot of years of experience. And then this is her chin. That's her tongue. This is her chin. Use that same pinkish red. And make her tongue red. That looks like the same color. There we go. It looks like a different color. I like her tongue and lips to be different. And then I'm going to make her beautiful. Oh, I want to do her little things on her cheeks. So cute, so cute, so cute. I'm going to choose this. Oh, we have a lot of blue. I'm going to choose purple. Purple. And purple. And, ooh, that would be fun if I had some orange. And down here, I want some of this to be orange. Orange. And all kinds of colors. I want a little bit of purple here. And maybe red. Oh, that's that kind of pinky red. Yeah, if I look real close, it says wild strawberries. It says wild strawberries. So that is not red red. R-E-D spells red, remember? Some orange. See what I have so far? Well, this is a darker orange. I like that color. That's pretty. Then, turquoise. And some blue. There we go. Now, you might want to do both. Oh, there's my cute little turkey. So if you wanted to do both, you could make the boy or the girl however you want to. I'm just going to color a little bit, and I'm going to make his hair black. I'm not going to color all of him. We're just going to pretend like I do. Because I know that it takes a while to color, doesn't it? Make things so beautiful. There we go. And then I'm going to have brown eyes. Ooh, not the white part. And then I'm going to just do his feathers, and that's it. I'm going to do a blue feather. and a purple feather. Alrighty. Next, I'm going to use my scissors, and remember, the big part's at the bottom, the little part at the top, knuckles to the table, 3 fingers in, 1 on the top, thumb on the top. I'm going to go ahead and cut both of them out. There's a big thick line to cut around to make sure that you don't chop the head off. That could happen. Let's do our song while I'm cutting. I'm a little Indian on the go. Here is my arrow, here is my bow. When I go a-hunting, hear me shout. Bears and buffaloes, you better watch out. I'm a little Indian on the go. Here is my arrow, here is my bow. When I go a-hunting, hear me shout. Bears and buffaloes, you better watch out. I love that song, that little finger play, so much fun. Remember, don't cut the tongue. Just cut straight across. Does that kind of look like me? A lot to cut. I'm going to cut straight across. Oh, that'll be easier to cut. Sometimes you have to figure out easier ways to cut. This is a lot of cutting. There's the head. Then alrighty, there we go. Now I'm going to take my bags, and I have to make sure that this part is open. Okay, this part doesn't have anything. This part opens. Okay, my head is going to go right here. So what I'm going to do very carefully is I'm going to put some glue. Okay, it's working. Some little zigzags. First I'm going to kind of measure, and I want her lips to go right under where that goes. Does that make sense? I want her lips right there. Okay. So I want to make sure that when she's down, I don't want to put glue up here because then I'll have a yucky mess. So I'm going to put some zigzags. Zigzag, zigzags. Remember, don't need a lot of glue. See how little glue I have? You can go like this and it doesn't fall off. I'm going to put her right there. Watch her mouth. Go like that. Then for the mouth, I'm going to open it up and make sure that it goes like this and it doesn't come down here, okay? Making zigzags. Remember, not too much glue. Just a little bit. See how little that is? Little zigzags. And I'm gonna make sure that the lips go over that little part. Push it down real good. And then I'm going to put glue on this part. Little zigzags. Doesn't need much. Lift it up. Before I push it down, make sure it's way up there where I want those lips to be perfect. There we go. You know what? I'm going to color those lips so you can see them because it's so cute when the puppet's mouth moves. His lips have to be colored. I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there we go. Look. We have a boy, Native American Indian, and a girl, Native American Indian. How fun. And then when you put it on your hand, you come up and I have a puppet. Okay, I've got that one open. Gotta get this one open. I want to use both of them at the same time. That's kind of tricky. There we go. Well, hello, boys and girls. Hi, boys and girls. How are you? Hello, boys and girls. How are you? Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Then you can play puppets. How much fun is that? I love it. Boys and girls, I hope you had so much fun with me today. I hope that maybe you get to do this yummy, yummy little activity. That's so mighty tasty. Until I see you again, boys and girls, do something to make someone happy and be very, very thankful for everything you have. Until next time, peace, love, sparkles.